What do you think Shah Rukh Khan has done right on a very human level, dude? I'll have a go at it first. I think he's actually been very, very obsessed with his career. I actually think that that's the case. And I would argue, I'd love to actually speak to him on the show at some point and ask him this exact question. Because if you want to learn about success, he is like the guy you should learn from. And I do believe that behind the scenes, he's probably had somewhat of an unbalanced life, because you can't achieve that level of success, fame, and money without living a slightly unbalanced life.
But I mean, that's just, you asked me on a human level. What do you think it has been on a human level? Because being obsessed with his career is like also like a little bit compartmentalized in the professional capacity, right? But like there is a reason that like people love Shah Rukh Khan, despite the fact that like outside of these like 2-3 movies that have come out this year, he had probably like stopped acting, right? Like for a whole period in between where there were like no movies with Shah Rukh coming out, but that didn't reduce how much people love him. So, what is it on a human level?
Intelligence, like too much street smart, too much challenging yourself. This is, I'll tell you, in year 8 of being in media, I feel a little tired of like challenging myself. Little tired. I can't imagine what he's feeling in year 30 or 40 or wherever he's at. 30, right? 1990 roughly. Yeah. 33 years
33
in media.
years.
I can't imagine what stamina, ambition, obsession it's taking.
I imagine it's become like a part of life for him now. That like even consistently challenging yourself can eventually become just like a part of your personality, right? Because you've done it for so long that it can just become who you are as a person. I personally think it's his dignity though. Like he has maintained his like dignity and his integrity through everything. And I think that really comes through on some subconscious level, even to a viewer, where like you respect Shah Rukh Khan. Like whatever he does, no matter if his movie is good, if his movie is trash, it doesn't matter. It's like you respect who he is as a person and how he's gotten to where he is.
And yet even he has haters.
And he also has haters, I'm sure, but like he's just so, he's like just takes everything on the chin, and he's like he seems like a sorted guy.
I don't think there's been a more loved celebrity that I can remember. Maybe Kohli. I don't know. You say Kohli?
I mean, I look at Kohli as again someone to like admire. His whole brand is that he's like gotten to where he is like through hard work and discipline and persistence, and like it's nice. And like I think the vibe that he has with Anushka Sharma is also really nice. I think that also helped. Like he used to be like a really angry guy, right? Like at the beginning of his career, and like I think people would not really focus on how he was playing, but more on like how he was like saying like on the field or whatever. But I think that is he's like done that very gracefully, that entire flip.
I was debating with some cousins of mine about who's more famous, because Kohli right now is gaining a lot of fame in the States and in the West generally for his Instagram numbers and all. There's reels about how big his Instagram numbers are.
Okay.
I think he's the third biggest after Ronaldo and Messi, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
Okay.
But I'm sure he's in the top 5 at least.
Okay.
So my argument was that maybe Kohli in 5 years' time might overtake Shah Rukh Khan in terms of fame. And there were some foreigners sitting with us. And those foreigners were like, no way, we've heard of Shah Rukh Khan since our childhood.
I don't think that it has to be like...
You don't have to compare the two.
Yeah, you don't have to compare the two. Both of them can like coexist very peacefully, because both of them are in different... Like, why do we have to reduce the number of good role models that we have by putting them in competition with each other? It's perfectly fine to have like 2 decent famous men for people to look up to, rather than like all of us just like focusing on...
Behtar kaun hai?
Fuck that. Like, yeah, I'm sure they worked so hard in their life so that like some no-name girl can go like, actually, no, but I think Shah Rukh is better. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's very important like to have as many good role models as we possibly can, because honestly, the internet needs Jesus. Like we need it. We need the good like character role models to look up to. It's really sad that we're here.
That's a mature thing for you to say, Nandini.
Okay, thanks, I guess. But how do you feel about it? Why are you comparing them?
It makes for good conversation on the show.
Okay.
Which is also what leads to a lot of memes. Sometimes you know that something might lead to a meme.
Wink, wink.